Sacrifice a little bit of lane power. Now, trying to set up kills for the Zeri early is a very tricky thing, but Cuz is looking for it.
Yeah, and Life is trying to bait them in as well. Extendo Beam doesn't exactly hit the mark. Flash out from Life just to deny the first blood as Cuz is wrapping around. We got Alcove Gaming through here as that's a phenomenal spell shield, and Faker had teleported in to save his bottom lane. They knew how important this was going to be as Justice Punch comes down. There's a three-man taunt from Faker and he picks up Life and first blood.
Not as safe as he was before. There's a lot of mid-game power here now in this T1 composition. Is Hex Flash going to be used here? Zeus has no idea.
Yeah, so many wards, but it's going to seem a little bit too late here. Zeus is going to get knocked up by the Wild Growth pretty nicely. The stun should come through. The Nara's onto 3, but I have a feeling Zeus is still going to die as he will get snipped down.
When you don't know where Cuz is, you obviously could push this on a little bit further.
Yeah, Cuz is going to impale here. His own is going to get pushed back. Can't actually get through here as he does smite for a bit of extra.
Now in a pretty comfortable spot here. Phantom Dancer a little bit faster here for Gumayusi, but Faker?
Yeah, possibly out of position here just a little bit as he's trying to get out. Teleport to come through from KT, looking to try and protect Rascal, but Vikla's going to have to make his way out of here. Faker's taking a long time to be taken down as Cuz definitely not wanting to use the impale on just a lone gargoyle. And T1, positional error as the flash forward from Cuz. He's looking for Gumayusi, but he's so incredibly fast. And Cuz is just going to get smacked into the wall. Oh my goodness, the Impale was so cute. And Cuz is going to make it to safety, but Life is going to pay for his sins then immediately afterwards. He is going to fall down. It looked cute, but it did not work out for KT as Vikla's going to have to flash, and Gumayusi is just... And sometimes it feels okay giving away Drakes if you feel like your scaling's all right, but when it's Infernals and you're giving them to this T1 composition, that doesn't feel good at all. Zeus on the flank doesn't exactly have a huge Nabbar as there's a big taunt onto two members. Emperor's Divide comes down, but it's not going to save the Azir. Aiming, trying to get autos through as Ona has to flash to get himself out of the way, but this Zeri, she cannot get in range to fight, and the Drake is going to go over to T1, plus they win the battle. House flies forward, Aiming's going to get slowed down here. Zeus is not done yet. Oh, that boomerang damage was just massive, and Aiming's trying to run away, and he will be able to do so.
Set up here is, once again, we're going to see Cuz looking for topside pick.
Yeah, him and Life I don't think is going to be enough damage here, as Cuz should be able to get an Impale, as he's looking to try and bring Faker back to Vikla. Ona's going to turn up, as Faker decides that he wants to turn this fight around. Faker is likely to fall down here, but no, actually creates enough distance. The rest of T1 turn up to save their mid laner, as Cuz is now limping away again. Gumayusi deals with that, with a ricochets, in goes Vikla. Faker just completely denies the Azir play, and now it's the big old Nara in the front line to clean up shop. Extendo Beam flying forward, but it's once again just not going to be enough damage, and Faker just baits all of KT.
This was such a knife's edge play for both teams, but I thought this game was going to be decided on, you know, a soul point fight, maybe a Baron. KT said, no, we're just going to fight for this. We're going to force this on the top side. Is, oh no, Aiming.
He is able to Jet Set Radio Future, tries to ulti this one, but he will get snared up with the Everfrost. Trying to keep himself alive here is Faker and a Cat, not exactly able to do it, but still Baron's going down, ladies and gentlemen.
The scaling component of this isn't going to be as big of a problem unless they can win some really decisive team fights. Zeus.
Live?
Hello?
Pop goes the Lulu, I guess, as that is a nice ulti. Cuz gonna have to flash to get himself out of this one, but it's not going to save his life. Zeus with the Hyperprox going to get there, and KT are just evaporating one after the other. Double kill for Zeus. Vikla is on 0 health inside his base, and he's going to be taken out as well. Now it's Rascal against the world, and against the world I might say that it's alright, but against T1 in this game it is absolutely not. And this turret is going to fall down. T1 should claim game number 1, and this Sivir comp looking absolutely beautiful.
5-0 and 7 here, Guma, on the Sivir, but I think a lot of this game was really about how his teammates set him up, Faker and Zeus in particular. What a beautiful answer to the Zeri crafted here from T1.
Yeah, absolutely amazingly done, as they are going to try and kill Life one last time, as Faker even survives. Goes Golden, and we'll be able to take down the Nexus. T1 in...
Another plate here, unfortunately. This is some of the problems here is, okay,
Yeah, final chapter comes down. Owner is moving in, though. The box comes through from Carrier, and that should be able to keep them safe. But Realm Warp is going to augment this play. Cuz moving forward. Heroic charge to taxi them out. And there's the old no Skarner for you is now aiming. He's trying to fight this one out. First blood goes to Gumayusi as Vikla was way too far forward. And finally, Cuz turns back up, but there is just no fight to be had here. To flash forward, though, and Cuz is trying to get something done against his former teammate. They will be able to even out the kills. The T1 that we've, come to expect is now Hex Flash is going to get channeled here by Cuz. He's going to be able to get the smite down, and he's got a Yuumi as well. The Wallop is going to stop Zeus from being pulled back too far, but he's real dead, guys. Does manage to get the turret, so he can...
Gale Force. Like, I think T1 should be willing to give this one up, but they're not. They're going to fight for it. Faker's in a good spot here, has his flash. We know what he can do with that flash taunt.
They've done a lot of damage to this Drake already. It will be secured, but can KT find the team fight? Faker on a ward right now, but the rest of T1 will just evacuate the area. Realm Warp's going to come down. Zeus is likely just going to be the sacrificial Gnar here, and he will. That's a kill over to aiming, though, and KT are probably pretty happy with that situation.
Yeah, that's actually pretty massive for them. But T1 have also maintained Drake parity now, which is one way. Okay, hold on.
All right, that is a big old flash impale, but Cuz can just go absolutely nowhere. The hook from Carrier was too good, and that means the Skarner will go down immediately. Rascal's still trying to run at them, but he's just going to find no value and just kind of dies. Okay, X-Flash gets him over the wall here as Aiming's trying to get these minions as best he can, but the Impale's once again going to come down. Owner is just going to heroically charge his way out of there, though, as Vikla does go golden. Owner's still alive somehow, as Rascal is a brick wall in the front line. He gets hooked back once again as the Carrier show has began, and the Scion will be taken down. Gumayusi says, thanks for that kill. But now Zeus and Faker in a little bit of trouble. Nah, not going to quite find the Wallop value there, because we'll, pardon me, lock down that kill, and then Cuz is immediately going to go down. T1 now have approximately a 2,000 gold lead. That will be eased a little, as Vikla should be able to take down this top outer turret. Faker is not super psyched about it, but still not going to be able to stop it. Is okay, ghosting forward here is Vikla. Does get the Rune Prison down. Faker taking a lot of damage. The minion wave actually helping Vikla out here, as Faker has to use his Zhonya's. There's the Realm Warp, as Vikla is going to get knocked out of that one. He's gonna, die on his own terms, but Rift Scuttler and keeps himself alive as Vikla on this blue buff. Does have flash, so he's not going to be dying right now. Picks the juke beautifully, does Carrier, as now Vikla feeling a bit silly for not flashing earlier. Zayed's going to take a lot of damage, though, as Aiming's going to turn up. Picks up his first kill. Now Owner's next on the menu. Gumayusi decides that he just doesn't want to be in the fight, as it's a double for the Zeri. Make it a triple, and make that a Baron on top.
If he get caught by him here, that could be a disaster. That is definitely one way to win this game, straight up. Zeus is Narbar, man.
Well, Aiming's just diving forward. Faker has to go golden immediately, and the ulti does nothing from Owner, but the Lantern placement was fantastic. Now Zeus trying to get himself out, but does so with a hop into crush combo. And KT, they have control of the river, but T1 keep everyone alive.
Now T1 need to rush back over here and deny this if they're going to contest. Unfortunately, they just won't have a Narbar here for Zeus. He does have teleport. He's going to try to actually get it on the bottom side of the map and come back. He's not going to back.
Oh,
Aiming.
Dear. Carrier is going to land the hook onto Aiming, but he is just going to die for it. They did need to check this. Zeus is on the bottom side. He does have teleport, but I don't think that he's going to be able to do anything to try and get over here and stop this Baron. It's going to be the second one going to KT unless Owner can get in there and make this one happen. He does have the flash. He gets into the pit, but he's way too early. They didn't have the vision available. He had to try and take a gamble.
Team fight. Once again, it's going to be used here early, so this is a really tough fight to take for T1, but they have to.
Well, in comes the train as the Realm Warp's going to come over as well, as Rascal almost gets on top of Gumayusi. That's a phenomenal ultimate from Owner, though. And he is going to be able to get rid of the Scion immediately. Zeus actually taking a lot of damage, and Rascal, he's so tanky. They do manage to get the taunt. There's the Everfrost. Now he's at 50%. This fight's been going on for quite some time. Is Aiming now going to take him? I felt very dangerous there going through the Hex Gate, but it will be the Hextech Soul. Moonlight Vigil comes down though with Gumayusi, takes matters into his own hands and immediately gets flattened. There is the ultimate out from Cuz as well. The Impale is going to mean the end of the Poppy. He gets his revenge there against the Poppy in the end. Vikla's flashing forward. Zeus is going to go down, and I think KT
T1 fall behind in the mid game. One single team fight, one overextension. KT take all the control of the map with that Baron, turn into a second Baron, and Aiming redeems himself on the Zeri this time around.
Yeah, really showing that the denial of the Zeri Yuumi was very important in game number 1 as far as the Zeri's power level. KT will...
So feast or famine if someone gets ahead, cuz.
All right, Vikla has taken a bit of damage, but they get the flash out of Faker immediately. The flash to follow, and that is going to be the different players in different directions, right? You think of Chovy, you think of the Orianna angle, but I'll have to hold that thought as Zeus is taking a lot of damage. Owner in exactly the right position as the snips are going to come through. The fear comes down, though, and Rascal is able to move himself out of the way. Owner getting distracted by a couple of different targets as Rascal somehow survives.
Yeah, he is very close, as you can see the experience shown there, but Zeus left on his own.
Yeah, no flash available. He is real dead. The Ornhorn comes through, but Vikla is going to get inside track. That should mean that KT will be able to grab some control, but Realm Warp to come on forward. The ulti's going to buy a whole bunch of time as Cuz is going to make his way out. The Ornhorn comes on through, but the Needlework is coming down and Rascal's going to pick up the kill. And now Vikla looking for even more. It's a great defensive shockwave, but I don't think that it's going to be able to get T1 the advantage, especially with Zeus dead. They should still be able to stop this Rift Herald from going down, though, and that is great news.
Lead. All of that has kind of fallen by the wayside.
Yeah, well, Gumayusi now in a bit of trouble here as the Needlework was coming through. Here's the Realm Warp as well, as now Vikla looks for it, finds the Q very nicely, and the ult's going to do absolutely nothing.
By the next break fight.
Faker having to deal with Rascal here, who's got a lot of Needlework available. Let's see whether the Alcove Gaming's going to work out. Just the dash over is helping out here. Cuz is going to move on up, though, as the Paranoia comes in as well. Faker's going to go down. Can Owner actually trade one back? The answer's yes, as Cuz looking to make it underneath his...
So, will be a trade of kills here. Rise also very accelerated in this game as KT.
All right, big Ornhorn. That's a flash forward just to try and get some fear off. They had the shockwave there. The triple knock-up from Zeus, though, as he's taking matters into his own hands. Aiming gets shielded up, but it's just not going to do enough. As now Cuz is running out, Rascal turns up, but he's way too late to this party.
Got a Zeri here, they've got an Ornn, no Ornhorn, but still, with Extendo Beam, I just don't see any way here for KT. Realm Warp attempt.
Yeah, we are just going to reposition KT here as the Drake is going down low. Here's the engage onto Zeus. He's probably okay with that as the Shockwave lands onto 3. They do manage to take it away, and Cuz steals the Drake. Owner's going to fall down as well, as now Vikla taking a lot of damage. Gumayusi standing his ground, but he has to flash to get himself out of the way. Still onto life, but he flashes to get himself out of the way. Still high value as Zeus on a flank angle here. Bellows Breath and the Ornhorn available here as in goes aiming, just frontlining on the Twitch. Owner almost dead, Faker almost dead as T1 are still running away from KT, but they still win out on the trade.
KT Rollster looking to try to collapse on this.
Yep, they have a lot of vision available, but this Baron has not a lot of health bar as the Paranoia does come through. Now KT going to try and coordinate. It's the Baron that's going to go down, but can T1 win the team fight as Rascal going down very, very low? Cuz just knocks into a wall and isn't going to be able to do too much more. He is likely to fall down as Gumayusi gets his first kill of the game. Faker gets the 4,000 assists. And T1 take a Baron and win a fight.
That should be them taking control of the inside of KT's base as well. Life.
Oh, he's going to get knocked up. That is Seafood for T1. This Paranoia has been so valuable so far, and especially when you have an advantage. Yep, like you say, the inhibitor turret's going to go down. Inhibitor to follow as Shockwave is not going to find aiming, who manages to sprint his way out, and now a Realm Warp to come on forward. Vikla just kind of, Rascal by himself as Aiming's trying to do damage, but Zeus just denying him completely. Now Aiming's able to try and kite this one out as Owner goes golden. Aiming's still alive for now, but the rest of his team is evaporating, and KT will unfortunately fall to maybe a pentakill for Gumayusi. T1 say goodnight to the telecom war with over 4,000 assists on Faker in the second pentakill of the season against the man that got the first one.
Beautiful play from Guma there in the end, but at the end of the day, it's KT losing map control for just 1 second. Not being able to take the Baron, not having...
But KT as well, you know, they tried their hardest. They were only able to pick up 1 game win against T1 tonight, but they're still in the running here for playoffs, no doubt.